Hey everyone, it's Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. Well, it is now middle of the afternoon and I'm finally getting around to showing you some more of the goodies that came in yesterday. First, I am going to show you some new Impression Obsession. We actually have a mixture of some new things and restocking of some of the things that we've had recently that were really popular, and I wanted to get them back in stock. So let's jump in. Mostly this is stamps. I only have one die, but I just really like this die a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's called Whimsical Round Windows, and basically it is going to cut the round windows. Hey there! Hey Jan, hey Dina. I am going to it cuts the round windows out. It does the stitching around it. Let me show you the die. It makes a little more sense. It does the stitching around the outside of the opening, so you can have all kinds of cute little things peek out of there. And it also cuts these kind of wonky circles out, and they have stitching on it. And I know that Dina recently, fairly recently, I think maybe on Facebook and maybe on a blog post, use these to make some really amazing jewelry. The circles, or the kind of wonky circles that come out of there. So you definitely maybe want to go and check that out, because that is what really brought this die to my attention, and I thought, I think I need to get that in. That is a really fun one. All right, so here we have something else from Dina, from the new spring release, and this might be my favorite thing in this whole thing. It is a sentiment. You know how much I love these sentiments, and I just think this one is amazing. If I got a card from somebody that had that on it, I think it would just absolutely make my day. So really, really love that sentiment. Have some other, let me show here. This is something that we had in before, the Peekaboo Kitty, but it was really popular and we sold out of that pretty quickly. So we have more of that back in, and I think this is a great companion to that. This is Baxter, this cute little pup. He is absolutely adorable. Oh, here is another stamp from Dina. Love this one. Again, a really great sentiment. I think that would be amazing to use on lots of different projects. Some of the things that we had, as far as the kind of mail things, were really popular. This is one of the ones, great for the outside of your envelope. Please deliver happy mail too. Somebody would get a smile on their face even before they've seen what's inside of it. And this one is really fun too, Yippee Skippy Happy Mail. And then we have this one here that says Random Acts of Mail. So those were really popular before, so I wanted to get those back in. We also got in some more serendipity stamps. We recently had a class where we used some of these, and we got those back in. This is one that we had in a little bit earlier towards the end of last year, this sled. And this is actually a really cute card that one of my customers' Christmas card made for me. She actually bought this sled stamp from us and added the cute little snowman down there. We also got the Wheel in Snow stamp, and we used this one in our class that we had on Sunday, and we did do it here where it was in the snow, but I have seen a sample online where someone actually made that in the springtime, so it doesn't have to be in the snow, and hopefully we'll get a chance to do that in a class coming up. This one is kind of similar. It's called Winter Fence Line, and the way that we did it in class kind of reinforces that winter theme, but just by changing up your colors and maybe adding that to grass down there, doesn't necessarily have to be winter. You could even go in and add some leaves to your trees. This one here is the Winter Homestead, a really simple one, and I had seen something online, and then we used it in class, stamped it in black, and just added a little bit of color. Anybody can add that little touch of color, and then we went ahead and we cut it apart into the 3 squares, and it really just gives it, I think, a lot of impact. And actually the last one that we did in our class was with one of the Impression Obsession cover a card stamps, and it was the tree line stamp that you can see here. And we just used the top part of this stamp. We didn't use all of it, and we did the spotlight technique with that one. So those were all ones that were in a recent class. We have some new for all you mixed media fans. We do have some new Seth Apter sets. We have 3 new sets. This one is called Links. These are cling sets, and you can see there are 4 stamps in there. This one is called Loopers, and this one has the 3 stamps in it. And this one is called Ringers. I think this one is a really fun one, and it has 3 stamps in it. We also got some cover-a-card stamps, and I think actually only one of these is new. The others were older, but when I was shopping, I just found these and thought, you know what, I think I need to get them in. This one here, I believe, is a new one. It is called Sketched Birds, and I just thought that was a really great vintage background. I will show you a sample in a minute where they have been colored in, but I also think this would be really pretty. I can see stamping it in kind of a sepia brown on maybe a craft cardstock and just creating a really subtle background. This is a really great sunburst one, and I know a lot of times people like to use the sunburst design on their Easter cards, and this one is a little bit different. It's called Reverse Sunburst, and it's just a little bit grungier, and I think that it is really fun. This one, if you like really graphic patterns, is nice. It is called Dimensional Chevron. And finally, this one again would be a great kind of mixed media type background. It's grid, and I like it that it's not just a really nice straight perfect grid, but it's kind of messy and has all the broken lines in there. So that one is really fun as well. Let me show you. I do have just a few little samples here that I can show you. Here is the Reverse Sunburst stamp. You can see how pretty that one is. Remember again, you don't have to use the whole stamp. Here that just part of it has been used. Here it's been used to really great effect with the skyline. And here is one on a really fun summary card with the flamingo. So lots of ways to use that particular stamp. There you can see what that grid background looks like in the background there. It just adds some really nice texture and dimension. And here are those birds. I really like how they took this and they stamped and colored, and then they punched those or die cut those into circles and framed them like that. And I thought that was a really clever way to use that so it doesn't have to just be used as a background stamp. All right, that is it for Impression Obsession. More to come later, so I'm going to go back and get to it, and I will see you soon. Have a great afternoon, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.